you're doing some calculations, you're doing some visualization part. Okay, so you'll save that whatever work you are doing daily. So again tomorrow you'll reopen that file, you'll start working on it until it finish. Okay, so that is a part of development. Now, so we were discussing DAX. Okay, DAX is nothing but a very important topic, guys. DAX. Okay, so DAX is nothing but data analysis expression. Okay, so as part of the DAX topic here, we have some of the DAX. Okay, so DAX is very important for Power BI because so we are building the report. We are building the report here. So the report contains some calculations. Okay, so for example, without DAX, I don't know what is the count of the records. I don't know what is the sum of the sales. I don't know how many customers I have. So I have to implement some of the logics. Okay, so the logic should be dynamic. So generally here, static and dynamic. Okay, static means it is constant. Okay, which is constant. So for example, if I do sum of sales, okay, if I do sum of sales, so it will give for me. So for example, I have rates here. Okay, if I do sum of sales, the entire column it will do sum and it will give me the output here. Correct? The output it will give me here. So for on this column I am doing sum, right? So sum means what? It will add this 0 0 5 0 6 0 6 0 7 0 7 0 0 1 0. So it will add the entire column values and it will give the sum here for me, right? So that is a static. Okay, so the dynamic means I want to apply the logic here. Okay, dynamic means changing, guys. Dynamic means changing according to your logic. It has to change dynamically. Dynamic means automatically you will apply the logic, it will change. For example, so here if you see, so I have here this table. Okay, energy type sum of price unit is there. So I'll increase the format of this table. So go to the values. I'm increasing the size of the values. Okay, so here I have this energy type. So this energy type also I'll change. The values should like, okay. So if I select an electricity, dynamically it's changing. If I select gas, dynamically it's changing. If I select water, dynamically it's changing. Okay, now same value here. So sum of unit price, right? So I'll take in a card. I'll take in a card. So in the card I'll take under the rates table, I'll take price column here. Okay, so when I drag and drop here, so you can see the implicit measure. So automatically Power BI referring, you can do sum on this value. So the column what the number it has. Okay, so I'm just dragging this column in my card visual, this card visual. Okay, so the implicit measure we already discussed. The Power BI intelligence automatically it will refer for the user. I mean the user means we only. Okay, for the user, automatically is referring. You can do calculation on this column like some average. You can see for average also it's changing. for count. Count means how many records there. 15 records are there. Okay, you can see here. So you can see if I count this all records, it will be 15. Okay, so 15 records are there. If I do sum, the sum value is this.
Imran,
Okay.
good morning, Imran. Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah,
Today,
yeah.
what is the topic?
DAX I'm discussing.
Oh, okay. Please carry on.
Yeah. So if I do count is a 15 records. If I do sum, this is a value. Okay, $6.90. Okay. So here in Power BI, the Power BI intelligence. So again, I'm showing.
Imran, sorry to interrupt. Yesterday, I attended an interview. I'll share you the interview questions in the end of the
No,
session.
I will discuss that later.
Yeah, that's no. I'm telling end of the session. I'll share.
Yeah, sure, sure.
End of the
Sure,
session.
sure, we'll discuss it. Okay. So here I'm selecting card visual. You can see here. So the card is nothing but guys, this one. Okay. So I'll just select this card. It will come on canvas. Canvas means this empty space is nothing but a canvas. Okay. So the user wants to see what is the total rates. Okay. The total rates sum I want to see. So there is a rates table. Under the rates table, I have per unit, price per unit value. I mean the column is there. So it contains numeric value. The numeric value we can identify with the sigma symbol here. Okay. Now I'll just drag this value. So you can see here when I'm selecting this card visual, the card visual expecting one field. Field column is the same guys. Okay. Fields column same. You can see when I'm selecting this card, add data field here. So it's expecting one column. Always the card expect only one column guys. Okay. Column means it won't allow more than one column. So that column I'm taking here price per unit. So just drag and drop. Okay. Now you can see the column name here is price per unit. Okay. Here so many people will get confused. Remember price per unit is the column name. When I drag this price per unit column in the card visual, so it's doing sum of price per unit. You can see it's adding sum of price per unit. So Power BI intelligence referring is doing sum, automatically is doing sum. Okay. So here I can change. I don't want sum. I want how many records are there. Okay. So I want to count that records. So you can see 15 records is showing. So it's matching. So 15 records is matching right here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That count is doing. Okay. Now this is called implicit measure. Okay, the Power BI basic level of DAX it's allowing. So sum is a aggregation DAX, average is aggregation DAX, minimum is aggregation DAX, maximum is aggregation DAX, count distinct is aggregation DAX. So count distinct means, for example, I have here duplicate. Okay, 0.06 0.06 is there. Okay, I want to know only the unique records. Okay, how many unique records in this column. Okay, so if I click on unique, you can see count distinct. Okay, click on count distinct. So count distinct, still it's 15. So it's supposed to come one time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. It's supposed to get 13 guys. I don't know what's count of count distinct. What's coming? For count also 15 is taking. For count distinct also. Okay. So let's write the expression for this. Okay. So here I'm applying the the basic level functionalities. I'm applying basic level. This is not like more logical level. Just I'm doing some count min max kind of I'm doing. So for example, if I click on minimum, so the minimum value here is 0.05. So you can see here the minimum value is saying 0.05 is a minimum. So if I click on maximum, So I'm changing here minimum to maximum. So the maximum value 1.46. So you can see here 1.46 is the maximum value in this column. Okay. So implicit measure, in interview they'll ask you what is implicit measure. So implicit measure nothing but Power BI intelligence. So when you drag and drop the value here, the Power BI intelligence will refer for you. I mean, it will guide you. So you can apply this many aggregations. Okay, just basic level aggregation, sum, count, min, max, this under. Okay. Now, if I go for explicit measure, explicit mean you are writing the expression. Okay, you are writing your own expression how you want. Okay, so for example, right click here, new measure. You can see here new measure. So this is also same, and this new measure also same, guys. Okay, you can see new measure. So this new measure also same. If you right click here, this measure, both are same. Okay, so I'll just take new measure. So I'm writing, I'm giving the my measure name, I'm giving total sum. Okay, total sum equals to, so I'm using DAX function which is part of aggregations. Okay, so here aggregate DAX functions. Okay, okay, aggregate DAX functions is very important. So part of aggregate DAX function, sum, in, max, count, average will come. Okay, so let's see now sum I'm doing. So I'm giving here sum function. You can see here when I'm giving sum, when I'm using sum, it's expecting column name. So the column name I want price per unit. Okay, price per unit column I want. So I'll just take price per unit. So you can see price per unit from rates table. So the rates table. So whenever you are taking the column, it will come from the particular table, because price per unit can be different tables also. The table name can be different. Okay, so there is a rates table. One more table is there, the table name called rates per energy. Okay, the table name is a rates per energy. So that column also same like a price per unit. So that time it will get confused, right, which column it has to consider. So Power BI intelligence always it will refer from which table that column is coming. Okay, from which table that column belongs to. Okay, so the column coming from rates per unit. Okay, just select that column, close. So it's expecting, you can see, open bracket, close brackets. Okay, add all the numeric in a column. It means, you can see, it means it will add in this column the price per unit is it. It will add the entire column, it will do addition, and it will give the sum of the value. So the same thing we are doing here. Okay, now close the bracket. So our expression is ready. Okay, click on this. Okay, you can enter or you can tick here. Now total sum expression has been created. Okay, the expression, this is called explicit, guys. You are writing the formula that is explicit, Power BI referring for you that is implicit. Okay, now take one more card. I'm taking one more card here. So I'm keep it here. Okay, just you can see when I'm selecting, it's expecting add data field here. So that data field, it can be your expression or your column, both same field means. Okay, so I'm selecting this total sum here. You can see 6.90 is my total sum. See guys, this is explicit measure, right? When you are passing explicit measure in the card, it won't offer you what aggregate function you want to implement. Okay, if you select this one, implicit measure is just a column I passed, So it's showing for me you can do this calculation on this column. Okay, if I do sum, see both are same, but this is implicit, this is explicit. Implicit means I'm not writing any formula. Power BI are offering me you can do this sum, average, minimum, you can do, but in explicit measure you are writing the formula. I want sum. Okay, I'm telling to Power BI I want sum for that column. So you can see it's not allowing for you to change the aggregate functions, but implicit measure it will allowing you automatically you can change it. Okay, so there is some scenarios guys for testing purpose. If I do some count, min, max, you no need to write the DAX. Okay, for testing purpose, so you just want to know testing what is the, for example, what is the minimum value from this column, what is the maximum value from this column, what is the total records count from this column. Okay, so the kind of testing purpose you can go for implicit measure. Okay, or you can go for explicit measure. Okay, now you understand, right? The basic level understanding of implicit and the explicit, all of you, both will give
No,
the result.
no,
Sorry.
no, no. I'm not able to understand. Can you please repeat it, please?
Okay, see, I'm using a card here. I'm using card, just visualization. This the card is part of visualization. Okay, this card. So the card will show you one single value output. Okay, for example, I'm doing sum of this column. Okay, so the result can be one record, correct? The result of can be the entire values. It will give one value. Okay, so that value it will present here. Okay, so which table it is? This is rates table. I have in rates table column called price per unit. Okay, I want to know what is the sum of this value. Okay, what is the entire record sum here, entire column sum it is. Okay, now I'm selecting the card here. So that rates table is this. Okay, when I drag and drop this price per unit column here, so it should be select mode guys. Okay, the card should be select mode. So I'm just drag and drop here. It's giving me 6.90. Okay, now there is a one more table. If the table has any value, okay, here also numbers value is there under the energy consumption table. I'll try to take this value. See, it either it will allow from the table, either it will allow from this table, but it's expecting only one column. Okay, it won't allow more than one column for the card, it won't allow. Okay, but I want this price per unit column only, sum. Okay, now Power BI referring you, when you are taking this column, the numeric column for the card, it's allowing you to change the aggregation. The aggregation can be sum or average, the average value for that column, or you can do count. Okay, so 15 records are there in this table. You can see 15 is a count of that table. Okay, that column is a 15 records. So Power BI offering you automatically the basic level functions. Okay, the basic level functions it referring you in implicit measure. Implicit measure means Power BI tells you you can use, you can apply aggregation whatever here available. Okay, now I don't want to do like that. Okay, I don't want to do implicit, I want to do explicit. For the explicit, I written the formula here. See, with the calculator symbol I written the formula. So what I will do, I'll go to the new measure, right click on the table, new measure. So I'm writing count records. equals to, I want to use count function. Okay, count function I want to use. Count which column you want. Okay, which column count you want. So I want from rates table price per unit. Okay, price per unit, how many records are there I want to know. So I'll just write here column name. It will identify from that, from this table this column is available. Just select this, close. Okay, so my formula is ready now. Click on this. So I can see I created one expression here, that is nothing but a measure. Expression, measure, both are same guys. Okay, now I'll take card. I'll take card, so I can drag and drop this one here. Okay, now see, this is explicit measure, this is implicit measure. So in explicit measure I can't change the count. I already fixed. I want to show only count for that column. Okay, so it's not allowing me to change that aggregation, so it's fixed on count. So if I go for implicit measure, so you can see it will allow you to change. Okay, it will allow you to change. So you want count or sum. Okay, implicit means internally Power BI will allow you to change. Internally Power BI offering you, so this changes you can implement on this card, because this is implicit functionality. Explicit means you are writing the formula, I mean you are doing program, so I want only count, that's it. I don't want to change this. Okay, you can see it's not allowing for you to do any change apart from count. That is called implicit and explicit. Implicit means Power BI referring you, you can apply what you want. Okay, you can change here whatever you want manually, but here you are writing the formula. You can see whatever select, whatever card I'm selecting, it's showing what selection it belongs to. So count of record formula I used for this. If I select this one, price per unit, okay, both columns are same. This column only used in the formula. Okay, but that is under implicit measure value, this one under explicit. Now is it clear what is a implicit and what is explicit?
Yes, Imran. Thank you very much.
Okay, now so there is a DAX functions to apply aggregate. So in interview they'll ask you, in interview they'll ask you what type of DAX functions you used. Okay, so you can answer aggregate functions. Okay, aggregate functions means aggregations, right? So these are basic, right? These are basics. Like under the aggregate I can say sum, count, max, min, average, right? So what is average salary, what is sum of salary, what is count, what is max, what is minimum, right? So this and all comes under aggregate DAX functions. Okay, aggregate DAX functionalities. Okay, after that logical. Okay, logical DAX functions. Logical means if. Okay, if comes under logical. So generally what is if? If means if it is this I want that, if it is that I want this. Okay, so if and else. For example, here for if I'll write here function. For example, I have this rates. Okay, I have this rate. For example, for good example, I have age column guys. Okay, I have age column. Under the age I have 10, 15, 20, 10. So there is a name. Okay, name can be A, B, C, D, E, F. Okay, so I have here 10, 15. Okay, like this I have the name and the age columns. Okay, now the logic here I will write who under the customer given the requirement, like there is a aged column. Okay, so under the age I want to know the students. Okay, the employees, for example, employees I have, employees age also I have. So user wants to know how many employees are there, 10 to 15 age, 15 to 20, 20 to 30. Okay, so one all there between this age 10 to 15, 15 to 20, 20 to 30. Okay, if 10 to 15 are there, they should come under teen, teenage. Okay, one all coming 15 to 20, they are young. One all coming 20 to 30, I can give um
Village.
no, it can be like employability, like that. Okay, for example, he wants to know the teenage people, young people, employee kind of. Okay, so they're giving the codes for me, or I can use 10 to 15. So here the logic I will implement. Okay, so the logic can be if. Okay, if column is a age. Okay, the column is age. If age greater than 10 and age less than 15. Okay, less than or equals to 15, it belongs to 10 to 15 age group. Correct, it belongs to 10 to 15. Again, if age greater than 15 and age less than or equals to 20, it comes under which group? 15 to 20. Correct. Again, if open bracket age greater than 20 and age less than or equals to 30, they should come under 20 to 30. Why I am giving a double quotation means this will give, it will bring the output under this section. Okay, how it is means, so I'm giving the name of this functionality group. Okay, my column name is group here. So it will go to each record, it will go to each record, it will check which condition it's passing. Okay, which condition it's belongs to. So here 10 and 20, these both are satisfying this age. Okay, so it will come under 10 to 15, so it will give the output here 10 to 15. Okay, now it will come to the next. Okay, words. Okay, so instead of 10 to 15, I'll give teenage. I'll give teenage, so they comes under teenage. So this comes under this, this comes under so here it is this. Okay, I'm saying Wandal coming 10 to 15 under. I want the output teenage. Wandal coming 15 to 20. They should come under young. Wandal coming under 20 to 30 middle. I want as a employee. Okay. So here I will give. It will bring the output teenage. Okay. You can see Wandal there between 10 to 15. The age group. So this is also 15. This is also teenage, and this is also teenage. This is also teenage. Okay, now the 20 is there. Okay, the 20 is there. So what we given the condition here, age 15 above and 20 below. I want the output here is young, so it will take young, right? Correct. So this is called logic, guys. This is called logical.
Sir, we have
Yeah.
given equal to or less than 20 now, sir. So that if it is equal, it will take.
Yes. See, if I give, for example, if I give greater than or equals to, okay, so it should look 20 or 20 above. Okay, if I give greater than, it will go who and all having above 20. Okay, above 20 equals to means if it is 20 also it will consider, if
20
it is
plus, it will see above also. If we give
exactly.
equal.
Yeah, for example I'm telling. Okay, now this logic I can use by if function, right? This logic I'm implementing in if function by using if function, right? So that is called logical DAX functions. Okay, logic, you are writing the logic. So this is comes under the if function, comes under logical. This aggregate functions comes under this. Okay, this sum, count, max, min, average, all this calculate functions comes under aggregate function DAX. This logical functions comes under this. Okay, now getting right what I'm trying to explain here.
Sir,
Yes.
Yeah, now time intelligence. Time intelligence DAX. For example, time intelligence DAX means generally the time can be minutes or seconds or hour, right? Or date. Agree? Time intelligence. Okay, time intelligence works on your date, guys. Okay, your date time intelligence works. For example, I have date and time here. Okay, so from this time I can get hours separately, minutes separately. I can convert, right? For 1 hour how many minutes? 60 minutes. Correct. For 1 hour 60 minutes. Okay, for 1 minute 60 seconds. Correct. For date, I have date here. I have this date. Okay, 22 10 2022. So you can see here only. Okay, I have this date column. For example, from this date I can get year separately. Year, what is a year here? 2022. I can separate month. What is a month? 10th is nothing but a
10.
October. I have date. What is the date? 22nd. And I can get quarter also from this, right? So which quarter it comes under this? October. And Feb, March is the first quarter. April, May, June is the second quarter. July, August, September is third quarter. October, November, December is the which quarter?
Fourth.
Fourth quarter. Correct. So from one date I can extract year, month, date, quarter, and days also I can get, right? How many days for 1 year?
365.
365 days. I can get week also, right? Which week it is? correct? Weeks also I'll get. Weeks can be, so per year, how many weeks? Monday to
Three.
how many?
I don't know exactly, sir.
Yeah, per month, how many weeks? Per month,
Four.
4 weeks. Okay, 4 into 12, right? 12 months, right? So
48.
yeah, so 48 weeks per year. So I can get day also, right? Sunday to Monday, correct? So one from one date, from one date, you can extract this many, correct? So this all comes under time intelligence. Okay, this and all comes under time intelligence DAX functions. So it's simple, guys. You just use your common sense. Okay, so time intelligence comes under this. So for from one date, you can do this many calculations. Okay, from one date you can extract this much data. Okay, now here aggregate functions. So for example, why they're dividing the DAX means according to your requirement. According to your requirement, you are using some functions here. So that functions comes this or this or this. So for example, if you are working on date, from the date you have requirement like I want to get the particular year sales. So you'll go for time intelligence. If you want to do some calculations, count and all, you will go for aggregate functions. So they divided. So the types of DAX function comes under this categories. So aggregation DAX comes under this category, sum, count, min, max. Okay, so males, females. So male is some differentiation, there's a female is there some differentiation, and kids, correct? So how we are dividing here category, male, female, kids, correct? Again women's. So it has its own priority, correct? It has its own priority. The same way the DAX also they divided in a different categories. So which function you are using and what function it is. So you can say in interview, I used aggregate function, I used logical functions, I used time intelligence functions. Okay, so you can do comparative also. In time intelligence, you have some years of data. You can compare in 2022 sales sales with 2021, right? You can compare also here. So what is last year sales, what is current year sales, what is last month sales and current month sales. Okay, now text functions, text DAX functions. So that is text DAX functions. So you have one column. Okay, the column can be name or number. Number means salary column. Okay, salary column or date. So whatever columns are you have. Okay, for example, the names coming like okay, the under the names coming like this, or the salary coming like this, or the date coming like this. Okay, so what you will do by using this text functions, so the name I want only all in small letters. Okay, I want whatever names are there in the column, I want all the columns should be in small letters. So I can do here like this, correct? That is what my expectation. Okay, my expectation is I want all columns should be in small letters. Okay, so I can go for lower text functions. Okay, or I want all letters in capital letters. Upper, right? Upper functions are there. You can use. So what you will provide? You will provide here column name. The under that column, whatever data is there, it will convert in lower or upper. Okay. Here the number is there. I want to present this number in kind of K means thousands, M means millions, B means billions. Okay, you can convert how you want. So the text, I mean the column here is there. This column is there. I want to change all this in a capital letters. So text DAX function I can use. So it can be upper, lower, mid, left, right, kind of. Okay, for example, I have this column, group column. So I want from this column only three letters from left side. Only three letters I want from this left side. So I'll go for, there is a left function, left. So the left function you will expect what column you want. I want to perform on the group column. So you'll give column name called group, comma. It will expect number of characters. So left means number of characters from left side. So I'm expecting three letters, three. The output for this is here. For this group, the output here is PE, 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 YON, correct? PE. So each column in this, each word, it will bring three letters from the left side. If I use right, it will expect on what column you want to get that characters. So I am looking on group column only, right? The number of characters I'll give 2. Okay, so right side 2, GE, DE, NG, DE, DE. Right? So this all comes under text functions, guys. Okay, this comes under text functions. So that will look. So is it clear, all of you? The DAX, they divided in different categories. The categories can be aggregate functions, logical functions, time intelligence functions, text functions. Okay, so by using this you can get. Now I'm going to Power BI. You can see the DAX function you can use for, if you right click here, new measure, new column. Okay, new measure nothing but a calculated measure, new column nothing but a calculated column. Okay, so in the interview they'll ask you what is different between new measure and new column. Okay, new measure means where we can perform aggregations. Okay, where we can perform aggregations, which is runtime. Runtime means it won't add to your table. It's just a formula and it will hold the output, the result. Okay, new column is calculated column. So the calculated column physically available in your table. Okay, for example, I'm going for new measure. Okay, I'm going for new measure. For example, I'll take one table. So go to the data view. So I have energy consumption here. Okay, so first I will go for calculated column. Okay, calculated column. Now I want to add one new column here. That is nothing but a calculated column, guys. You can see new column, new measure. Okay, now currently the table in this, right, this table. So in which table you can able to see, if you click on new column, for the table one column will add. Okay, which table physically you can able to see on the table. If you click on this new column, that column will add here. So let's see new column. So the new column nothing but a calculated column. See, physically it's adding to the table. One new extra column you are adding to a table. So that column I want, from this date I want to know, okay, week number. Okay, from this date I want to know week number. Okay, the week number also DAX function only. Okay, it comes under which category? It comes under which category?
Time intelligence.
Time intelligence. Okay, now I'm giving week number is my column name. Okay, equals to, you can see peak day week number. Okay, two functions are coming. So what you are passing against to that, it will give the output. For example, I want year. Okay, so you can see year is coming. Okay, fx means functions. Fx means function, guys. Okay, you can see when I'm giving ye, year act. Okay, so here I am looking
You know,
week. Yeah,
sorry to interrupt. So I have a doubt. Like all the DAX function will be used in the Power Query platform, correct?
not power query. It's a the DAX functions, it will give according to your requirement, it will pass it the result, not power query. Power
No.
query is a different.
My, my question is, we will do all these DAX functions under which platform? Under Power BI, under Power Query only, right? Under that platform only, we'll apply all the DAX formulas.
No, power query for the transformations. Okay,
Okay.
power query is a transformation, because to change your data. Okay,
Okay.
to
Okay.
change your data, power query will use. Okay,
Okay.
DAX is for dynamic use purpose.
Excuse me.
Okay,
So in which platform, in which screen we are using DAX functions?
yeah, you can use the DAX here in reporting level.
Data
Okay.
view.
Okay, and data view. Okay, you can
Reporting
see
and
here.
data view. Reporting and data view.
Here also you can write the DAX. Okay, and here also you can write the DAX. Okay,
Okay.
for calculated column also you'll use the DAX. For measure also you can use the DAX.
Calculated measure and
Okay,
calculated.
DAX is common for calculated column and calculated measure. Okay,
Okay.
calculated column means
Hmm.
physically you are adding one new column, one additional column to a table.
Yeah,
Okay,
it is in row level, right? Row level or
yes,
column level? Row level.
is a row level. Okay,
Okay. Okay.
calculated column works on row level
Hmm.
context.
Hmm.
Okay, so just an example, you can see I'm writing one new column here. Week number I'm looking. Okay, week number from where? On this date only, right? Depends on this date, it will give what week it comes under this. Correct?
Yes,
So
sir.
still I didn't fulfill this formula, so that is showing fail to resolve expecting anything from W. So you have to give week number. See, it's expecting date. Okay, so from this date only I can extract that week, right? From this date only, right? So it will go to the each date, each row. This row it will check, this row it will check, this row it will check, this row it will check. Okay, always remember, guys, when you are adding new calculated column, it will each row means each date you are performing against to that column, it will pass the output. Okay, now I am focusing from the date week number by using time intelligence DAX. Okay, the week number I'm taking, so it's expecting date. So the date is this, right? The date is this, so I'm passing this date. So from where this date is coming? This table, energy consumption table date is there. From the date I'm looking week number. Okay, so here return type is expecting return the week number in the year. Okay, so if you give 1 2, so that we'll discuss later. I'll just close this. Okay, for now I'll just close this one. Okay, week number I'm giving, so I'm expecting week number from this date column. Okay, just click here. See, guys, if you drop down here, 1 to 49. Okay, 1 to 49 it's coming. So generally how many weeks per year?
48.
48, but it's taking 49. Okay, it's taking 49. So if I select only 49, so December it's supposed to come on 48 week, correct? But it's taking 49. Is there issue? Okay, so let's see. If I select first week, the first week can be under January, right? You can see it filter. So when I'm filtering here the first week, when I'm selecting the first week, the entire records will filtering, correct? You can see January, 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 January. So for all years, January is the first week, correct? The January is the first week belongs to. The first week belongs to January, correct? See, this many years I have. For each year, it's giving January, January, January. The date also it's available 01, 01, 01, 01. Okay. Now, if I remove, I mean, if I apply all the weeks, it's clear the entire.
Sir,
Okay. Yeah, please. Yeah, any doubts?
just continue, sir. I'll let you know.
Yeah. Now, so under date function, I got the week number and I want weekday also. Okay, I want weekday and which, so there is a combination of day, month, year. Okay, so this 01 is coming. Is it Sunday? As it is Monday? I want to know. Okay, so new column. So I'll give week equals to weekday is there right here function. I mean the function weekday close. So you can see date. Okay, so the date I am passing here, the date which I have already in my table. Okay, so this date I am looking. So on already existing columns only it will give the output, guys. Okay, now close. Just click on this 6. Okay, the weekday is coming under 6. Now I want to know the 6. What is that? Is it Monday? Is it Sunday? So I want name, right? I want name here. So I got a week number. Okay, the week weekday I got. I want to get in Monday, Sunday, Tuesday, like that. Okay, now I'll format this number. So use
Text.
format function. Okay, I'll add format to this. So the format is starting here. It should end here. So comma, give in double quotation DDD. Okay, view like this. Click here. So here the date is Friday and Monday, Tuesday, Sunday, okay, Wednesday. So the format function is very important, guys. Okay, so there is a tricks here, like you have to convert that in which format you want. After that you have to get what exactly you're looking through format. So whenever you are using date for creating new column onto your existing table, mostly you'll use format because it will give you in number. I don't want in number, I want in text. Okay, so that time you will go for creating this you are using the format function. Okay, the format function, for example, you can see new column. Okay, from this date I want month. Okay, from this date I want month. So I'm giving column. My name is month column equals to month function is there. You can see month dax function is there. Select. So it's expecting date. Okay, it's expecting date. So this date only, right? So I'll pass it this date. This date. Okay, close. Click here. See guys, January is first month, right? February is second month. I don't want like this. I want January, February, March. Okay, in the text I want. Okay, in text I want. So you can select this one. Okay, you can select this one. You can see data type. It is in numbers, correct? It is in numbers, but I want that number in characters, like January. First means January, second means February, third is March, like that. Okay, so select this one. There is, if it is a possibility to change in required format, you can change here also. That is in whole number. I don't want in whole number, I want in a date. Okay, I want in a date it is. So select the date. So it's coming like this, but is a wrong. Okay, I'm converting the number. I'm converting that number in date. When I'm converting in number the date, it's giving the wrong date here. But the exact date is this, right? The exact date is this, but it's converting wrong. No, this approach is not correct. So click in whole number. So data type change. Yes. So I'm converting the data type in from number to whole number. Now I'll try to change it in text. Now it's allowing for text. Now go to the format. So see, it's not allowing. Text means text only. So in such cases, if it is not allowing to change what you are looking, so you have to forcefully write the
That's
DAX. So here I'll write, make it format this one. Okay, make it format this one, comma.
comma
I'm
M
looking
M
M
M M.
close. Is it January? I have to get Jan, right? I have to get Jan, right? It's not allowing. So if you want month number, okay, if you want month number, we'll go for month. Okay, understand, guys? If you want month number, you will go for month of column name. Okay, if you want month name, you have to write new column. Okay, I'm giving month full name. Okay, my DAX, I mean my column name it is. Okay, month full name equals to format.
Excuse
Format.
me, sir.
Yeah.
We can extract month from the date now. Only
Month
month
from.
from the date, and we can go to the add column, extract month from the date now,
Hmm.
sir. So that we'll get the
Yeah,
month.
that's what I'm trying to get here. Okay, so I'm writing the format function. Okay, format. So I will pass this date column here. Okay, date. Here so many people do mistake. Okay, so why, I'll tell you. So I'm passing here form under the format function. I'm passing the date, this date. So in which format you want, comma, in double quotation, I want in 3 characters. Okay, I want in 3 characters, can be Jan, FEB, MER, like that. Okay, just tick mark. It's coming correct.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
So
Imran,
yeah,
if I see in the full month, it's coming. But if we change the same thing in the month, which is next left side, is no. If we change the same field, the data is coming mismatch. It's coming December something opposite to the January. Why is
yes,
that?
that's what. See, if you give month name, okay, month you are passing the function, okay, and you are entering the date column, okay, it will give for that month DAX, it will give only the month number. Okay, it will give month number. If you forcefully change that format, right, that month number, if you try to change in a month, it will give 1989, 1990, like that it will give, which is not matched to your date function, the date column. Okay, because that is comes under numbers, and you are converting that forcefully in a date. So which date it has to consider? That month number already giving 1 2 like that, which don't know, that whole number don't know, you are converting that whole number into date, which date it has to pick. Okay, so that it will throw the error. Instead of error, it will give wrong dates. Okay, you should be very careful.
Fair enough, fair enough. And can we able to change the month full name under that column? Can we change it to numbers, numeric values? Can we change it?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. There is a workaround. There is a workaround. You have to write date, month, again format, again you have to convert into the date. So this all format, data type is there, right? So between these two only you have to make it change. So instead of that button, you can easily give here the format function. You can write whatever you want. Sometimes it won't allow you to change it. Okay, so that I'm writing the DAX here. So that is the main priority of DAX. Okay.
Imran, my question is, can we change the format to numeric format? Yes or no? This the month full name for column.
Yeah, we can change it.
Can you please show it?
Yeah. Now I want full name of this. Okay, just imagine if you give 3 characters, it will give the short name, month. Okay, if you give 4 characters, it will give full name of your month. Okay, now here the row level context, guys. Whenever you will add calculated column, it will work on each row. So it means we are passing the format here, the date I want in this format. So it will create new column, and what column you are passing to get this value, it will go to that column. This is first row. So in the first row you are looking January. So January. In second row it will go, it will check in second row what it's expecting, month name. So January. In third row, so each row, guys, each row it will work. The calculated column, it will works on row. The calculated measure works on column. Okay, for example, I'll tell you, Hacha, just a minute. Okay, so the calculated column, it will works on each row. Remember, guys, they will ask you how calculated column works. So you have to answer row level context is a calculated column. Row level context. So on each row. Okay, for example, if I give forcefully measure is a calculated measure. If I use, for example, if I give this one, if I use, for example, I'm telling here new column, I'm using count count months. Okay, how many months I have, I want to count. Okay, equals to count function I'm using, guys. Count function I'm using. Let's see. So there is a month here, numbers are there, right? Under the month column, numbers are there. I want to count how many it's there. Okay, so I'll pass it month. So under this one only, right, energy consumption table only, right, this month you can see energy consumption. So where see this many months are there in these tables, but currently I am looking this table month, correct? Energy consumptions month. So this table belongs to energy consumption month, this month. Okay, so I'll take this one. Okay, close. Now the measure I'm passing here, aggregate measure. Count is a aggregate measure. Okay, so aggregate measure will work on column level. Okay, so the output you can see. So when I'm passing this month, so on each level, on each row level, the output is correct. Okay, so January, 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 here February, February. So somewhere March, here also March. Now row level context is new calculated. Okay, calculated is a row level context. So in calculated column I'm passing count. So see the result, 158. It's repeating. See, it's repeating. So this month number I just counted, the count here is 1584. Okay, so on column level the count is performing. right? On single column the count is performing, the count result is 1584. It's, and forcefully I'm adding to the calculated column. It's mean I'm adding new column to my table. In that new column I'm using count function. Okay, count dax function I'm using. So it's don't know, and it can't throw a error also. Okay, because calculated column I'm using. So what is doing, instead of error, throwing the error, it's giving for each record same result. You can see only one number is there. It means you should not do such cases, such scenarios, okay, where you want to use count and sum, there you can use. Where you want to use calculated columns, there you can use calculated column. Okay, the calculated columns, if we are dependent on each row level, then you will go for calculated column. If you want to do only single column, you will go for calculated measure. Okay, is it clear, all of you?
Yes, yes, yeah, Imran, it is very much clear.
Yeah, now you want to change this one, how you want, Arsha?
To the numeric values.
So you want,
January number one, February number two, like that. In
okay,
the same
now,
column.
okay, now I will select this one. I'll go to the text. First I have to change this, it is in a date format. Okay, error. Okay, go error. Because see, whenever you are changing that format in numeric, okay, whenever you're changing the format in numeric, so this is already in a text data type. Okay, it's already text data type, and there is a some, you know uh, the combination of text here. Okay, now when I'm converting this forcefully in month number, okay, in month number, either I have to change the entire column data type through the dax, whenever it's not supporting to according to your requirement, so there is no trial, and you have to change that is in a forcefully in a dax. Okay, and I'm trying to move it. For example, I'll make it duplicate of this column. So no, there is no duplicate option here. Okay, now this one in the text format. Okay, because the January February is I'm getting from this through the format. Okay, through the format I'm converting, I'm getting months names here. Okay, now I'm trying to fulfill, I'm trying to make it in a number, in number format. Okay, so I'm not able to do it now. Okay, so instead of that, so I'm trying in different ways here. So first what I will do, directly I can't go to the format, guys. Okay, until unless you are not changing the data type, I can't go to the format. First it will ask you to change date type here. Okay, data type you have to change. So you have to select data type. Okay, so I'm trying to change it in date, from text to date. It's not allowing because the intelligence, the Power BI intelligence, it's not supporting what you're looking. Okay, see, error is showing. So cannot convert value January of type text to the type of date. Okay, fine, I'll keep it as it is, because I'm getting from this date in textual format the January. Okay, now if I go to the format, you can see this also not allowing, and this is allowing, but it's throwing a error when I'm doing forcefully. Now in the scenarios, I'll give here month close. Okay, there are a lot of things to do. Error, see, this one also not allowing, cannot convert value January of type text to type date, because you already considering this as a text, the month name as a text. So in that scenarios, I will go for month function. Okay, month function I'll go. So I'll remove this. Okay, so you have to follow the standard search. You should not do forcefully. It won't give right results for you then.
Yes, Imran, I understood, but
Yeah,
just in case if
yeah.
I want, the client will give any
Hmm.
changes, he will send that I need some different place over here. So,
Hmm.
just for that case, I'm asking.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. See, if it is possible, it will allow you to change. If it is not doing, means it means that it is you are not following the standards. Okay, so according to the Power BI, there is a standards. That standards only we have to follow. Then only it will give the right result. So if you do forcefully right, so it's a burden for Power BI, because you are converting the text into the date into the numbers. Okay, so
Mhm.
why this DAX is introduced means the DAX you have more than 3 to 5,000 DAX functions are there. Okay, 3 to 5,000 DAX are there. Max to max you will use 40 DAX. Okay, so far I used only 40 DAX, 40 to 45 DAX functions I used. Okay,
Means in
that
your real-time experience also.
yes. Okay, there are so many DAX are there. Your requirement can be different, my requirement can be different. Okay, so according to your requirement, so the first thing here is you should understand how the DAX is working. Okay, if you have basic knowledge of DAX, you can understand, okay, if I give like this, I'm getting like this. If I give, so this all tracing out. Okay, so you should have complete DAX knowledge. This means the basic knowledge how my DAX is working, what I'm giving, what is my output. Okay, so if I start discussing complete DAX, right, it will take so much time. Even I don't know so many DAX in Power BI, to be frank. Okay, but I know which is really need in real time, what knowledge I can. Okay, according, so I'm giving formula to you, so you have to utilize that formula in real time however you want. Is it clear?
Yeah, yeah, Imran. Really, thanks for your
Okay,
patience and explaining.
yeah.
Appreciate that.
So that one, the DAX, I'm giving you the idea how the calculated column is working, how filter work is. Okay, so here the main concept is new calculated column, new calculated measure. Okay, so the calculated column physically it will add to your table. The calculated measure it won't add to your table. Okay, for example, you can see I have I'll take energy consumption table. Okay, so not this one. Okay, I have rates here. Okay, I have rates here, so I want to do sum. Okay, I want to do sum. So just an example, if I go for new column, so I'm giving total is, I'm looking total of this price per unit. Okay, so I'm using sum here, I'm using sum. So what is the table name here? This table belongs to rates, right? So from the rates I have unit, price per unit. Okay, so this column I'm looking for, and this column I'm doing sum. Okay, just close this one, click. So what I'm using calculated column. So you can see the result of this, the sum of this result is repeating to each record. Okay, it's repeating to each, it means calculated column works on row level, row context it's called. Calculated column works on row context. Okay, so that it's repeating for each, it's repeating for each row. So if I go for new measure, okay, just right click, new measure, I'm giving test test sum. Okay, my measure name is test sum. So if I give sum of rates per unit, you can see it won't add to your table. It will create a measure on your result. You can
Yeah,
see.
that's what I'm looking at. Why there is not adding any table.
Okay, you can see the calculated column, it won't add to your table. Okay, but the result of the measure is runtime. Is runtime means it will hold that result what you are writing in a measure. Okay, so this measure you can use in the report side. Take a card. So I created measure here, where it is test, right? Test sum, that is a measure name I'm given. Okay, let's see. Test sum. See, so holding the results until unless you are not using, it won't occupy the memory. In interview they'll ask you which will occupy the memory, whether it is a calculated column or calculated table. Always calculated column will occupy the memory because physically it's adding to a table. Correct? Physically it's adding to a table, so memory consumption is there. Whereas measure, it's not adding to a table, but it's a just a result of this column. Correct? The result of the column is measure. Physically it's not adding, is the runtime. Until unless you are not using, for example, if it is occupying 10 MB, okay, 10 MB, the calculated column, the calculated measure will occupy 1 MB memory. Okay, so always if you really require the calculated column, you can go for calculated column. And in calculated column also we are using DAX. In calculated measure also we are using DAX. So DAX is common for calculated column and calculated measure. Okay, now is it clear, guys?
Yes, bro.
Okay, so in coming sessions we'll discuss in deep. Okay, so hope all are clear on calculated column and calculated measures. Okay, so calculated column, if you want to add a new column to your table, okay, if you want to add new column to a table, you will go for calculated column. Okay, if you want measures dynamically, I will go for calculated measure. Okay, so if you want row level result, I will go for calculated column. On each row you want, for example, from this building I want only 3 characters. Okay, from this building I want only 3 characters. Okay, so each each row it will go, it will bring the letters. Each row it will go. Now for example, new column I'm creating.
Shai, can you please mute yourself, man?
Now building name is my column. Okay, left you can see text DAX function I'm using. Okay, left. So what text you are expecting? So building is my column name, right? Building name is my column name. You can see building is my column name coming from building master table. This one, correct? So I'll select this. So see, it's expecting how many characters you want, number of characters. So I want only 3 characters from this building column. Okay, so 3, close. Okay, now see, it will go to the each record. So it will go to the this record from this column. The user is looking B10, 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 B10. Okay, just click here. Okay, so the text functions works like this, left, right, like this. Okay, now I want this column all letters in capital letters. New column, city name. My column name is the city name I'm looking.
Imran, why in front of the DAX every time it is showing one city? Why can't it? What will happen if it will be 2 or 10?
Which one?
The first one, one is there now in front of the city, left side. Like top city name you are applying, no? So there is one now, one. In the end, there is one now.
Where, man?
The beginning
Before the
of
query settings, yeah.
yeah, above that city name equal to upper right. Before the city one, number 1 is there now.
This one, which
No,
one?
Yeah, yeah,
This
yeah.
is
That one,
one
that
more.
one. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Okay, so see, for example, if I enter in for example, I'll tell you that. Okay, so I
What is
want
that called?
just a number, man. Just you can see if I click on sh- control and enter, sorry, shift and enter, hit 2, 3, 4. For
Two,
example,
three. Hmm.
your program wants to be step by step.
Hmm.
Okay, you are writing the more complicated tags.
Hmm.
You don't want to continue in one line. Okay, so you want to divide it in a different level, like in a clear, how you are writing the C program, line by line, right? So you'll give the content and you write the functions here, right? So user don't want to be confused. For example, you are the developer, you want to give clean and clear cut program. Okay, so you'll give line by line, right? So this is first step, this is second step, this is third step, this is fourth step.
Hmm.
So in that case you'll go for this one. Okay, that works on shift enter. Okay,
Okay,
shift
shift
enter.
enter. And how
Yeah,
the display looks?
nothing, man. Is it just a, how many codes you are doing?
Okay, it will
Like,
be display will be in the same down one
correct.
above the below or like next to next. It will be in the row
Next,
level or in the
so
column level.
row only.
Cool, 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 cool. Imran. Understood.
Okay.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah. So it's just I'm giving the single code. I'm just giving a basic level so that I'm just using the same. So if your program is very big and it's going very lengthy, you don't want that length. Okay, so you'll go for next level. Okay, so it will consider as a single line only. It will consider as a single program only, but row by row you're giving. That's it, to understand the user. Okay,
Yes,
so I'm
yes.
giving here upper. So the city should be in upper. Okay, the city name I'm passing here. The city comes under building master table. Close. See, this city column I'm converting in a capital letters. New York, New York, New York, New York, New York, New York, Los Angeles, Los Angeles, Chicago, Chicago. Okay, so each row is a row level context, is nothing but a calculated column. Okay, it's very important, guys. Very, very important. The calculated column, calculated measure. So many people will get confused when I'll go for calculated column, when I'll go for calculated measure. If you want add new calculated column, it's depending on any column results. So we'll go for calculated column. For example, I'm depending on this city to convert each city in a calculated. Okay, I mean in upper letter. So I'll go for, so it's performing each row level, right? Each record it's checking and giving the result against to that. Each record is checking, it's giving the result against to that. Okay, so row level context means the entire row, the result is a row level context, nothing but a calculated column. Each row, okay, the entire row works on calculated column. Only single column works on calculated measure. Okay, is it clear?
Sir,
Yeah. So any
Still,
doubts
sir,
apart from this?
no, no doubt from my side, Imran.
All of you?
sir,
Yeah.
I wanted to know,
Mhm.
just in case,
Yeah.
scenario is that I don't want to add a column, but I want to change it into uppercase. Is it possible?
Yeah, we can do that. We can do that.
Can you
That
just
is
show
called
me?
runtime, I guess.
Possible?
Yes, in a
Runtime.
calculated measure, you can write the function, and whenever you are passing that in your scenario, okay, for example, new measure. Okay, instead of new column, new measure I'm taking. Okay, I'm giving test city. Okay, my measure name is test city is equals to upper. So it will give you, man. Okay, see upper. Okay, and upper I'm passing city column. Convert to text. Hey, see, no, man. See, we are using measure here. Okay, good question. So we are following here measure but we're passing the text. Okay, so it's not allowing me to consider, or the measure that city is not considering. Okay, the city is not take allowing. See, so if I use calculated column, it's allowing. Okay, because it knows that it's a perform on row level context. Okay, on row level context it will new column I'm selecting. So if I give, let it the column. Okay, upper, it's allowing. Okay, upper is allowing here. The function is coming by default for the calculated column. If I go for calculated measure, right click, new measure. Okay, so in measure I'm trying to get upper function. Okay, so the upper is coming here. Okay, now the text is city. See, the city is not allowing. It's not considering city for the measure because the measure works on numeric values, right? The measures
Yes,
works
sir.
on numeric
Yes, sir.
values. You getting my point? I'm
Yes,
I'm
sir. Yes, sir.
passing. Yeah, I'm passing in calculated column means it's allowing. Okay, if I'm passing that one in a measure means what? Numeric values, right? Measure means
Yes,
numbers.
sir.
So the numbers will do
Yes.
some count, min, max, kind of. So in that scenario, it's allowing. But upper function is coming, but it's not allowing column name. Correct?
Yes, sir.
So if I give count function, the count I want to know what is name city. Okay. See, count function is allowing for measure. Okay. For count function, measure is allowing. But in calculated column, what you are passing the column name, it depends on that. Okay, so I'm using measure. I'm forcefully passing the upper to make it convert in lower to upper, I mean the characters into the capital letters and all, so it's not allowing. So the measure always looks for numeric values, numeric, so which you do count, min, max, sum and all. Okay, so keep in mind, don't do try to do how it's allowing, which is not allowing, which is not allowing. Okay, it's good practice for your understanding. Okay, if I do this, it will allow. If I do this, it won't allow. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, any doubts apart from this?
No.
That, sir, why it was showing 49 weeks a year?
40.
9 weeks it was showing, no, sir.
Where can you tell me?
Yeah, about the weeks. Sometimes in some months we will be getting 5 weeks, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
49
it's
is
like
there.
leap
Yeah,
year, sir.
32.
Yeah, yeah.
Every
Yeah,
4 years
yes.
will be.
Yes, so there is a sometimes even we get such scenarios in real time. So 49 means, the calendar, it won't hold for 48 exactly. If the date is like a 31st is come, right? 31st.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so the Power BI consider till 30th is 4 weeks per month. Okay, so if it one date also will add, it will consider is a different category called 49. Okay, so we have to change the code. Okay, there is a big workaround to get that exact number for the 49, but in real time scenarios they will provide you calendar. Okay, so the calendar we created, right? We created calendar here, this one. Okay, so where it, this one. So we created calendar right here. So this calendar generally customer will provide you. Okay, they already developed that calendar against to those business. Okay, how they want. For us, what is a financial year here in India?
March to April.
Yeah, March to April. So if you are working for the UK customer, if you are working for the US customer, so for them financial calendar is different. Okay, according to the financial year, only they will check the data. Okay, that is what they're looking. What is last financial year sales? What is current financial sales? What is last year financial growth? What is current financial year growth? Okay, so if you create the calendar, okay, so it may get correct result, it may not get correct result. Okay, so such scenarios they'll provide you calendar because they will have those own calendar, how how the output they want, how the result they want. Okay, with that calendar you will work. Or in some scenarios they'll ask you to create the calendar and they won't tell you guys. Okay, they won't tell you take do this do that. Okay, you have to understand the scenario. Okay, they'll give you tables, they'll give you data. You have to understand when I'll go for calendar, when I'll go for without calendar. Okay, but so many scenarios, so far they will give calendar and with a future date. Okay, with a future date. So currently we are in 2022, right? So they will give you 2056. Okay, additional calendar dates only they will give. So you will join that date to your data. So in future if the data comes also, automatically that calendar will bring the data. Okay, I'll tell you how it works. Okay, but the 49 the number, because that is not our mistake, is a, sometimes your your stuff has to be there. Like to convert that in exact value you have to do so much coding here. I mean coding in the sense in DAX only. Okay, so what exactly you want, from where to where you want, so that the part of workaround is there to get exact value. But that simple things only make big issues. Okay, so why
Yes, sir.
49 is coming 48 only, right? So this and all. So you can check in any googling. So the best understanding, the best learning is, guys, Google and YouTube. Okay, if you're stuck anywhere, you just go and check in Google, you will get more clarity why it's coming, what is the behind the issue there. Okay, is it clear what I'm trying to tell?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thanks, sir. Yes,
Okay,
bro.
because I'll give you knowledge how to do, you have to get the knowledge how I can do. Okay.
Got it, sir. Got it, sir.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yes,
So
bro.
everyone has his own standards, everyone has his own style to perform. So I'll create my calendar like this. Someone will create calendar different type. Okay, they'll create so much code here. So what I will do in through this calendar, start date, end date I can give. So from this date I am getting January. I mean I'm getting month separately, quarter separately, day separately. Depends on this column. Okay, I'm taking this column for reference. I'm creating different columns. Some people I have seen, they will create in this much code. Okay, in 10 lines code they'll create. Here only they'll write from this date. Okay, from this. So the result of this date is this, right? The name. So they'll repeat here. I want this calendar in month. I want this calendar in quarter. I want this calendar in. So they'll write the code here. Okay, in the calendar they'll write the code. So instead of this, what I'm doing, one single column I'm creating. Okay, one single column I'm creating. With that column I'm getting what I want. Okay, it's a different style. It depends on developer. Okay, how complicated, some people make so much complicate the reports, so much complicated, it's not required. Okay, they'll write that code, this code, they'll create so many measures, they'll create so many calculated, it's not required. So it's a burden for Power BI. Okay, how much the smart work is good instead of donkey work. Okay, so how smart your table, how smart your report. Okay, if someone hand over if you someone to hand over to the project, they should understand what you have done in your own way. You written the code, you might be master in Power BI, it doesn't mean you write the complicated code which is difficult for someone who going to be handled in future. Okay, so make it simple, make it clarity, it will be very clear. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if any doubts, ask, or I can wind up the session. So we'll catch up on Monday. I have some work, man. So Monday I can't take. If possible, tomorrow shall I take the session?
Tomorrow, Imran, Sunday, Imran.
Okay, fine.
Today
Let it be
only
weekend.
we postponed the plans to tomorrow.
Yeah, fine, fine then. I'll let you know then. Okay.
Imran, we have planned to discuss questions right in the end of the
Yeah,
session.
yeah. Please, please.
So, guys, I'm really sorry. I really appreciate your patience. I'm taking extra time of you. Please, can I able to go ahead and share the details?
Yeah, yeah,
Yes,
please
bro.
carry on.
Useful, right? No issues.
Yeah. So the thing is, like yesterday, I had an interview with Google. So I had a friend over there. So who the location is Hyderabad. I had HR round I have cleared, and then next round was technical. So I have sat technical for 40 minutes to 1 hour. So the questions they have asked is like they ask like what type of types of relations. They asked about type of relations. Imran bhai, hello.
Yes,
Yeah,
I'm
they
going.
asked. Yeah, they are there. Please note, guys. They are asked. They ask about what is the types of relationship. First point, I explained types of relationships. I told that many to many, one to many to one, and one to one. I told. Then I passed the question. So next question, they asked that which is a difficult, which is a difficult relationship, and why you consider it is very difficult. Is another question. Another
Hmm.
question is that why many to many is very difficult. Why it is taking a lot of time and energy to make it simple. Many to many. Then I told that see many to many have lot of combinations to pick the data within the Power BI. It will take a lot of time and it throws error that it is it is very time consuming and it is very hectic to get the load the data because of the many to many. So what we do is that we will be adding extra table in between to joint and to connect the data in between. So something I told in this way.
That is a bridge table.
Yeah, bridge table, bridge table.
Yeah.
Yeah, correct. I remember. I told about the bridge table and I passed this question. So next question was, what is the flat and dimensional dimensional table thing in Power BI? What is the importance of flat and dimensional thing in Power BI? They asked.
Hmm. What you answer?
I answered that. See, basically flat tables which contains the numeric values and decimal dimension table which contains the text values, and it is a primary key, and we will be working accordingly. And she told that okay. She said okay, satisfied with the answer, and she cross question. Can we able to add the numeric value?
Mm-hmm.
100% flat tables means numeric only. I said yes, 200%. So this is what the next question she asked, and then after
Hello,
that
bro. Can you repeat the previous question?
Yeah, yeah.
Was
One
there
second.
was a
Sorry to
break.
interrupt. One guys, team. Shall I record this too, or just stop recording?
Record, bro. It stays full.
Yeah. Okay.
so can I tell?
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
please.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Asha.
Yeah, so she asked the difference between flat table and dimension table and priorities and everything. And next question goes to Power Query. She asked that what are the activities you are doing day to day in your work in Power Query. She
Hmm.
asked this question.
Okay.
So I told that see in Power Query I do lot of transformations. I do lot of transformations and I use lot of transformation yeah, tables and columns where I'll do cleansing and manipulating activities in the Power Query, and especially I use calculated column mainly, and I use unpivot mainly, and apart from that I execute the data. So these are the activities I do normally day to day.
No, see, I'll show you that in Power Query. Go to the transform data. So in Power Query editor, we can use merge queries, append queries, group by, splitting column, keeping rows, removing rows, advanced query editor. Okay. And whatever steps we are applying on your table, that will be recorded here. And Power Query editor works on M language. M language is a mashup language. Okay, that is different with the DAX. Okay,
Understood.
M language is the not DAX. Is the for Power Query editor. Whatever changes you'll do, it will convert into M language. M language is mashup language. You can see this is a mashup language. Okay, so you will add one column here. Okay, so it will convert into its own code. Okay, it will convert into own code and it will record it that. Okay, the in Power Query editor we do transformations only. The types of transformations like we can merge the queries. For example, I'm joining the tables. Okay, there is a two tables which is coming from a different level. So I want to make the tables as a single table. I'll go for merge. Okay, so I want different tables which is coming from different scenarios and the columns are same. The columns are same. I want to add the table to below this. Okay, so I have this table building, city, country. One more table also I have building, city, country. I want to make as a single table. Okay, so I'll go for append. Okay, now I do the cleansing activities like my data not coming in proper shape, like this building, city, country is coming in a different rows. So I want to make it, this is in first header. Okay, so I'll go for use first row as a header. Okay, and I can change the data types, right? I can change the data types in correct format. So if the city is coming in a whole number, I can make it as a text. Okay, I can make it as a text here. Okay, so this kind of transformations, guys. Okay, you can do this kind of transformations in Power Query editor. That is nothing but a query formula they call. You can see queries. Okay, they'll ask you what language Power Query editor follows. The Power Query editor follows M language, mashup language it is. Okay,
Yes.
so this and all we can do in a Power Query editor. Next, Harsha.
Yeah, next question. She saw my resume and she asked that you mentioned here good experience in creating new measures of YTD, QTD, and MTD and growth analysis. Can you please explain what is YTD, QTD, and MTD and growth analysis? I told something and I managed it. I don't know exactly, Imran.
Okay, YTD. YTD means year to date. Okay, MTD means this is part of time intelligence. Okay, and to QTD means quarter to date. For example, this is always repeated question in interviews, guys. Okay, year to date means, okay, so the current we are in 2022. Okay, currently we are in 2022. So the year starting is here Jan 1st to 2 2022 to till date, right? Till date. So this is YTD. So user wants to see YTD sales means the starting of the year until date sales he wants to see. This is YTD, year to date. If you are in, for example, this is Feb. Okay, so only Jan 1st 2022 Feb data it will give YTD. Okay, always YTD will give the current year, in which year you are in currently, what is the max date for that year. Okay, the max date for this year is this, right? 22nd of October 2022. Okay, so YTD, last YTD, last YTD means the last YTD is 2000 January 2021 to 31st of December 2021, right? Last year YTD, correct? So YTD means current year date, guys. Current year date from the starting of that year and what is the max date. So If the max date here is 23rd of October, that is your max date. Till date is nothing but what? So far, what date you are in currently. Okay. So YTD means year to date, LTD, MTD means month to date, QTD means quarter to date. For example, MTD means month to date, I said. So what is the month here currently?
October.
October. So October 1st 2022 to October 22nd 2022. Okay, this is month to date. So in which month currently you are in? That is month to date. Quarter to date. Which quarter we are in?
Fourth
Fourth quarter. Okay, the fourth quarter starting from
October.
October, November, December. October, November, December. So October 1st 2022 to, so what is
Today's
the
date.
max date here? 22nd.
Today's
For
date.
example, if you are in December, guys, if you are in December, it will give DEC 31st 2022. So for example, if you are in middle of December, your data till available December 1st. Okay, so quarter means currently the month starting quarter. For example, if you are in Feb, your data till Feb is available. If you are performing QTD, it will start from January, because you are in first quarter only currently. Okay, Jan Feb data it will give. YTD means year to date, the starting of the year to what is the max date so far you have for that year, that data it will give. MTD means currently in which month you are, that month starting first to the max date. QTD means quarter to date. So currently we are in October. That October quarter comes under fourth quarter. The fourth quarter starts from October, November, December. But my data is available till October only, right? Till October only I have 22nd. Correct? So this is QTD. Okay, if you have 1 year data, exact 1 year data you have. For example, I have my sales. I have my sales Jan 2022 to 31st of December 2022. Okay, I have 1 year exact data I have. So for this, what is YTD, guys? Year to date. So I have 1 year data, exact 1 year data I have. So when I'm performing YTD, so the YTD is Jan 1st 2022 to
October 22.
no YTD year to date 31st
December
December 2022 YTD.
22.
Okay, MTD means what? MTD means
Month
what?
to date.
Months
Month
to
to date.
date.
Yeah, you are in December, right?
December 22 to today's date, sir.
Yeah. So December 31st of 2022. Okay. So that is a month to date. For example, you are in end of the year. You have 1 year data. So the last month it will take, because the December is the last month of that year, according to your data. Correct? Quarter to date means which quarter you are in? Fourth quarter. Okay. So it will give
October
October
to December
to
31st.
December. Getting my point?
Yes, bro.
Yes, yes, Imran.
Yeah, this is YTD, MTD, QTD. So YTD means in current year, when the date is starting, January 1st to your max date. So if you have data till today, this is your YTD max date. Okay.
Yes.
If you are in MTD, in currently you are in MTD is October 1st to this date. If you are in QTD, the QTD is starting from quarter. In current, for the current month you are in quarter. So the October 1st to, it will try to get what is the max quarter date for that is.
Sir,
Okay, so that is YTD, MTD, QTD. The same way they'll ask you last YTD, last MTD, last QTD. Last MTD means last year you have complete sales. Okay, so it will give January 1st 2021 to December 2021 31st, right? Last YTD, last year to date sales. Last MTD means here currently MTD here in October, sorry, here October. Last MTD means exact last year it will go. Exact last year October sales it will check. Okay, QTD means current QTD you are in October. Current QTD we are in October. So last year the same last QTD it will go. This is called comparative analysis, guys. What is current year sales, what is last year sales, what is current month sales, what is last year month sales. So same period, what is the current month my sales, what is the last year the same month sales. Okay, this is called comparative analysis. Is it clear all of you?
Yes, Simran.
Yeah, so next question, Harsha.
Next question they asked is what is mean by drill down reports and what is drill through reports? Can you please explain me?
Yeah, so I have here one chart. So I am taking date in y-axis, or I'll take a year in y-axis and value in x-axis. Okay, this is coming like this. Okay, now in y-axis again I'm taking quarter. Okay, so you can see, guys, here click turn on drill down. Okay, so year quarter I selected in y-axis, value I'm selecting here in x-axis. If you click on this, now currently it is in 2019 sales, 2018 sales, 2017 sales, 2016 sales. So when I click on this drill down, expand down on next hierarchy. Okay, you click on this, see it's taking in quarter level. Okay, it's taking in quarter level. Again, if you want to go back, okay, so if you click on this, it will give the exact result for that year. If you click again that, it will take the all years date. So if you go for next level, it will expand. This is called drill down. Okay, this is called drill down. Is it clear? So for
Sir,
example,
can
year,
you define
quarter.
it, sir?
Yeah, sorry.
Can you just give an define it, sir, so that we can explain him?
Yeah, now see here, I'm just taking year and value. In y-axis I'm taking year, in x-axis I'm taking, so I'm taking one chart. So I want to check in detail level information. So when I'm taking one single columns, so here year is taking, so see drill down is not coming, the option is not coming. All of can identify here, drill
Yes,
down
sir.
option is not coming. You can see now, because only 1 year I'm passing here. Okay, for this chart only 1 year I'm passing. Now I'm taking quarter also, I'm adding quarter here. I can see drill down option is coming, correct?
Yes, sir.
Now I'm taking uh, date also. Okay, date also I'm adding. So year, quarter, date. Now my data I'm presenting here in first level year. Okay, I want to go next is a quarter. Quarter is coming, I'll go for date. Date is coming, correct? So hierarchy is a hierarchy, year, quarter, month. So user wants to see, in 2019, 18, 17 what is the sales, each quarter level. So each quarter level what is the sales. Okay, each date level what is the sales. Okay, it's called drill down. So you are going in deep level, year wise
Sir,
sales, in one
Excuse
single
me, sir.
chart. Yeah.
This we got, sir. What you are explaining this we got. Like, I wanted to know how to put it into words.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. See, I want to present, the user wants to see the data in hierarchy. Hierarchy means, for example, he wants to see year wise sales in the same chart I'm presenting, year wise, quarter wise, month wise, day wise, week wise. Okay. So how many level hierarchies he wants, that hierarchies I will add to the chart. For example, year, quarter, date I'm taking. So user, based on his selection, it will take in a drill down. Drill down means hierarchy. First it will present the year data, after that it will present the quarter data in the single chart. In single chart I'm presenting the data for the user based on his selection in a different drill down. Okay. So in a simple, you can say the drill down is available in all charts where user wants to see in a different level. For example, here I'm taking quarter, user wants to see in a single chart, year wise, quarter wise, month wise. So the three level categories I'm adding to my chart. So according to the user, he will select that. So it will change according to that his selection. So drill down. Okay. So in single chart I'm presenting three different types of categories. One is a year, one is a quarter, one is a month. Is it clear? So when you are explaining, you have to take example, guys. Okay, so that they will understand your scenario. Okay, casually you can give the answers. Casually, no need to by heart it. Okay, no need to by heart it. So see, if I remove these columns, drill down option itself not coming. So when I am adding columns, hierarchy is creating, correct? A hierarchy means parent child. Okay, parent child. Okay, so if I click on here, it will take me next level hierarchy. If I click on, it will go back to main hierarchy. Okay, so this is called drill down. Now drill through. Is it clear, all of you? Drill down. In single chart we are presenting drill down. For example, country. Okay, country, state, city, town, mandal. Okay, so user wants to see whole country sales. Okay, whole country sales in single chart. When you click on this, it has to take me state wise sales. When you click on this, it has to take me district wise sales. When you click on this, it will take the city wise sales. When you click on this, it will take mandal sales. Is it clear, all of you?
Yes, sir.
So how many columns you are passing against to that column, and the hierarchy also, guys, it should be like related. It should be. So in date, year will come, quarter will come. Okay, the hierarchy also you should not give blindly. You should not give blindly the hierarchy. The hierarchy should be in related. Like if it is a date, okay, so the date depends on year, quarter, month, week, day, right?
Day.
This is a hierarchy. If it is, you take a country, under that country, states, under the states, what is that? Districts, under the districts, cities, under the cities, towns, under the towns,
Taluk.
mandals. Okay, so this is a hierarchy, right? Okay, so the hierarchy should be like this. You should not take blindly whatever you like. No. Okay, so this is called drill. Now drill through. Now I have this chart. Okay, now I am presenting in this chart. I'm presenting in this chart year wise sales. Okay, year wise sales I'm showing. Now user wants to see if I right click on this, no option is coming. Drill down option is not coming. Okay, it's very important. Drill through and drill down. Drill down option is not coming. Now user wants to see in detail level. So all year sales is this. Okay, all year sales is this. For this year, what is that country belongs to? Okay, how many countries are there? Now whenever you are applying drill down, guys, whenever you are applying drill through, the column which you are taking here, that column should be present in different chart. For example, I'll go to the new table, new report. Okay, so here I'm taking card, the table. In this table, I'm adding year. Okay, this year I'm adding. Okay, this year I'm adding. Now for this year, what is the value? Okay, and for that year, country wise he wants to see the data, so I'm adding one by one here. I'm adding city also, I'm adding building also. Okay, so this much data, so I'll make it in order. Year, next to year country I want, next to country I want city. So your wish, this one your wish. Okay, sum of cells. Now I'll make it little bit more, the values should be appear. Okay, now I'll go to the column header. I'll increase the column header, this column headers. Okay, and make it bold. Okay, now you can adjust the columns. Okay, now so here I'm passing, here also I'm presenting year. Okay, now when user will select the particular year, it has to come to this page. It has to present what year the user has been selected in that page, that related data it has to present. Okay, so when you are doing drill through, okay, so the common column here is year, and also here year, right? Now in this page you can see add drill through field here. Okay, now see guys, here when I'm right click, no option is showing like a drill through. Okay, in this page, until unless we are not adding year here, you can see add drill through field here. Okay, the thing here is when you operate the drill through for this particular bar in next level, that column should be present in this table as well as here. Okay, so I'm passing here this year in drill down. Okay, when you are passing drill down, you can see the button is coming here. So just I'm removing now. See guys, now in this page here I'm using, right? So on here only the data presenting in this chart. Okay, and user wants to see in detail level in this year how many cities are there, how many buildings are there, how many values are there. Okay, now go to this page, take this year, add to this table here. So when I'm adding, you can see back button is coming. Okay, now I will hide this table. Okay, don't hide for now. Okay, now you can see, go to this page. If you right click, drill through is coming. So in which page you are passing that column, the year column? In page 7. This one is right, page 7, correct? So if you right click, you can see guys now. So I want to check in 2019, this is my sum of value. I want to check in detail level for this 2019, which city it is, which country it is. Okay, that cells I want to check. Okay, right click, drill through, page 7, click here. See, it's filter for only 2019 because I'm operating from there for 2019. So in 2019, for country is USA, the city is this, the building is this, the sum of value is this. Okay, now user wants to go back to this through button. Whenever you are using drill through guys, automatically button will come. This button works, you have to click on control and select this, it will take back to your main report. Okay, so now I want to see 2016, click on this 2016 bar. Okay, you have to right click, you have to place it the cursor here, you have to right click, drill through, page 7. See, 2016 cells are coming. Okay, this is called drill through. Drill through means one page to another page navigation through
Okay.
for specific visualization. So the interview, whenever they will ask you, what is the difference between did you work on drill down and drill through? They'll ask you. Okay, in combination only they'll ask you guys, what is calculated column, what is calculated measure. How definition you are giving is important. Okay, here what is drill down, what is drill through? You get chance to work, you have to say yes. So what is drill down? So user wants to see in single same chart in hierarchy level. For example, year wise data he wants to see, quarter wise data he wants to see, month wise data he wants to see, week wise data he wants to see. So in a drill down option, I'll take the all columns list down in hierarchy. Okay, like year, quarter, month, week. So based on user selection, it will take in a detailed level. Okay, in next level it will appear. So whereas a drill down, a drill through, user wants to see on the chart where what chart he is selecting and what information is want to see in detail level. It will take in a next level of page through that option. So the drill to, so whenever you are applying drill through in next page, I'll take the same column. So here I'm taking 2000, here I'm taking year column, the same year column I'm passing in next page. So user wants to see against to that year which countries belongs to, what city it is, what building it is, what is the value against to that. Okay, so I have to pass it that column in drill through option. Okay, in drill through option I have to pass it that column. So whenever user will select that exact bar and he will click on that drill through, it will take in next level in detail level information. This is called drill through. So when you are telling this, they will understand, yes, he has an idea. Okay,
Okay.
drill down means in same visualization you can present the details. Drill through means in different page it will take you navigation. Okay, is it clear all of you?
Yes, 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 Imran.
Next, Harsha.
And uh, they asked about types of joints
Hmm.
which you use in SQL. I said inner, outer, sorry, inner, left, right, and outer joint. So
Okay,
that is clear.
so here types of joints are there, which is very common Power BI and SQL. Okay, equi join, left join, right join, outer join. Okay, in SQL also same. Power BI we have left anti join, extra two joins. Okay, left anti, right anti. So you can see this. Go to the transform data. It will take you Power Query Editor. So here you can see merge queries. Okay, merge queries. When you click on this merge queries, see guys here what kind of join you want. Okay, so when I'm joining these two, any two tables, when I'm joining these two tables, it will ask you what type of join you want to apply on these two tables. Okay, so you can see here left outer join, right outer join, full outer join, inner join, equi join, both are same guys. Inner join, equi join, both are same. Okay, left outer join, left join also same, right outer join, right join also same, full outer join also same, inner join, equi join also same. Okay, here two extra joins are coming, left anti, right anti. Okay, now joins means, for example, I have two tables. One table is employee, here I have id, salary. I have these two. Okay, so id is 1, 2, 3, 4. Salary is 100, 200, 150, 150, 140. Okay, so I have another table, location. Location, here also I have eid, location, I have this table. So ID is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have here location name is Mumbai, Pune, Chennai, Bangalore, MPL. Okay. Department is IT, UO, HR, call center, finance. Okay, I have two tables. One is employee, another one is location. Okay. So from these two tables, I have individual information like here. I have only ID and salary. I don't know which location is belongs to what is the department name. Until unless I'm not joining these two tables, I can't get the information. Okay. If I apply the equi join, inner join or equi join, both same guys. Okay. Now I write the query here. Select. I'll perform the equi join guys. I'll perform the equi join on both. Select if it is in SQL. Select ID, comma, salary, comma, location, name, comma, department from. So this all columns I want in one table. Okay. ID, salary, location, name, department from employee. Okay. So you have to pass it here inner join condition. Okay. On location table on which ID you are joining, ID and EID, right? And until unless you are not joining these columns, it won't get the results. Okay. So I'm passing here ID equals to EID. Okay. Okay. So what I'm doing here, select statement will bring the column names each. Okay. Select ID here, salary here, location name, department from employee table, inner join, location. Inner join nothing but a equi join on which IDs you are joining, on this ID and this ID. Okay. So equi join, it will give the equi join inner join statement is, it will give the matching records from both tables. Only matching records, it will give the output. Okay. So in select statement, whatever columns you have taken, it will note it down. Select ID here, salary, location name, department. Okay. So like this, how many columns you are taking in this select statement, that many columns will come here. ID, salary, location name, department. Okay. Now it will start looking matching records from both tables. One is there. Okay. Here one is there. So it will check the condition here. ID equals to ID and inner join. Inner join means matching records from both tables. Only matching record guys. Okay. Matching records from both tables. Okay. This is a statement for equi join. Okay. Matching records from both tables. Now it will go to this table. One is there. Here also one is there. The record is matching. So one, the salary of one is 100. The location name is Mumbai. In one table it's bringing right output. Okay. Next. Again this one will check in another record. Is there any matching for me again? No. Okay. It will skip to next. It will go to the second record, ID. So the salary for the second is 200. So this record matching here, this information it will bring it here. Again, this record will go and check in this table. First, it will bring the salary in order. It will go and check. Yes, the record is matching for me here. So bring it, bring this data. Okay. Again, this record will add here. So only matching records. Now this record is not matching because here is 5 is there, but here 5 is not there. But here also nothing is there. So it will skip that. Okay, so in equi-join or inner join, we will get the only matching records from both tables, guys. Okay, so these two tables are different. When I perform the join, I'm getting matching records from both tables. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Same condition will apply functionally. Here I am
Yes,
writing the query in Power BI. If you select inner join, it will give the matching records. Okay, so let's see. I'm taking this table. Where is gone? Okay, I am taking this table. The name I'm giving here, ID. So this table I am taking as a location. This table I'm taking as a location. This one I'm taking as a employee. Okay. Now, so energy consumption, right? So go to the new Power BI tool. Guys, if it is late also no problem, right?
Yeah, bro.
Yes, yes, Imran. It's about your
The
comfort,
recording is taking too much. That is the problem.
you are comfortable. I'm fine, Imran.
Yeah. So I'm taking the tables in Power BI. Okay. Excel workbook. So that is in under energy consumption table. Okay, the ID and the location. So I have employee and where is that where is that column now? Employee and the location, right? Location and
ID.
no employee given, the table name I given employee. Okay, this table and this table. This both, right? Location and employee. These two table only I want to bring. Now you can see it's loading, guys. Let it load. Location table employee loaded has been loading. Two tables has been loaded. Okay, now the tables are no relationship, guys. Okay, the tables are no relationship. So generally join means the two tables will bring output as a one table. Okay, so if you go to the model, you'll see these two tables are different tables, but information it contains, this data is somewhat, this data also, this table also somewhat. Okay, so I'll go to the transform data power query editor. Okay, see, two tables are there: location table, employee table. Okay, now I want to make these two tables as a one table. So go to the merge queries, merge queries as new. So one third tool it will add. If you click on merge queries, either this data will add to this table or this data will add to this table. I don't want like that. I want one result of the tool. Okay, merge queries as new. So I have employee table. I want to join to location table. Okay, so on which column? On ID and EAD column. Okay, you have until unless you are not selecting. See on what columns you want to be perform. So until and you are not selecting, it won't pop up. Okay, so I want to join an ID and EAD. So I can see here the matching data. Here also matching data. I can get location and department. Okay, so I want to perform equijoin. Nothing but a inner join. You can see only matching rows. Okay, click here. Okay, click here. Okay, see the result of this. So now, so the output here is it's coming like that. So I want to get as a table. See, now you can see ID, salary, location. See guys. So from this table, ID salary is coming. ID salary from location table, location.eid, because it has to be, it's identifying these columns are coming from location table, location.eid, location.location name, location.department. You can see matching records is coming. See only matching records. So if you check here with my table, so id salary. So again id is coming because I don't want to duplicate the column, so that I taken only location name. So that's, you can see id is also matching here. So why I want two columns? One time is enough for id. Okay, so because if you take three times also columns will repeat duplicate, so I don't want like that. I want only one unique id. Okay, so I've taken one time id, salary, location name, department. You can compare my data. One, salary, location, department. See, one, salary, Mumbai IT. So is it matching as it is? Four records. Here also four records. Four records means this. Okay, this is one record. This is one record. This is. So I don't want this duplicate ID. Right click, remove. Okay, you can see now as it is, right, equijoin. If I go for, is it clear guys? Inner join how it's working, only matching records from both tables. Okay, so what is doing, only matching record from both tables. Left join means all records from left side table matching records from right side table. Okay, so all data come as it is. It will go and check after that. If it is matching for me, I will bring it. So apply that one in here. Okay, so now again merge queries. This one is a inner join. Okay, this one is a inner join. I give the name of this table is a inner result. So again I'm creating another join, merge queries as new, one more new table I'm going to be add. So here see three tables are there, so that it's showing three tables, but I am applying join and location and employee only, right? So location table, and here I am applying, yeah, I'll select here employee table, here I'll select location table. Now I want to apply the join on ID. Okay, click on this ID, click on this ID. Okay, now left join, left outer join, left join, both are same guys. Okay, all from first table. This is a first table, is nothing but a left table. This is a right table. Okay, so all from first matching from second, all records from left side matching record from right side. Okay, the definition is left join, all record from left side matching record from right side. Click OK. See, one more table has been created, the result of the two tables. So this is right click, double click and rename it left result. We can see, so I expand this table. From here you can expand the table. Okay, so what columns you want in the table you can select. So here I have all selected columns. Just click. So I don't want this duplicate data column. Okay, remove this one. Now you can see left join, the result is this. Okay, because what it will do, the select statement of this is, okay, so you have to change here, you have to change it here left. Okay, left join, apart from everything is same. Okay, then in the left side what it will do, this all records will come, whatever matching for this record it will bring it here next to this. Okay, so this only matching, right, for the left table, correct? So that is the result here. Okay, now I'll go for right join. I'm taking the table called employee and I'm taking the table called location. See guys, until unless I'm not selecting on which column you want to join, the OK is not coming. Okay, so you have to select ID and this EID. See, now OK is coming. So what join I want to perform? Right join. Okay, you can see. So for the right join, all records from right side matching records from left side. The definition you can see, all from second matching from first. So this is left table, this is right table. So I'm performing right join here, all records from right side matching record from left side. Okay, so how many records result I get guys? Anybody can guess here? Now these two tables I'm performing right join, what is the result I get? So the output here is for right join, I'll change here right. Okay, the condition here is right. Okay, so I said I said right join. So all records from right side matching records from left side. Okay. So first in select statement, what columns you are taking, that comes in order. Okay. First. So the first is ID, salary, location name, department. Okay. Now this all columns are taken in select statement. So all the columns will come into the picture. Now I said all records from right side matching records from left side. Okay. So this table will go and check. Okay. So one is there. Yes, is matching. So in order, the one will come here. Salary is this. For that location name is this. Department is IT. Next, it will start checking the second record. Second is there because it's matching with this ID. Yes, it will bring that information here. The 200. Location is Pune. Department is BPO. Next, again these two will go and check in other records. Is that matching for me any another number? No. It will go to this. 3 is matching with here 3. It will come into the picture. For 3 the salary is this. This. For 3 the location is this. The department is HR. Again, 3 will check parallelly. Is there any another value for me to match? No. So it will come to the 4. The 4 is matching here. 4. For the file ID 4 is a 140. The location is Bangalore. The department is call center. Okay. Now, right then I said right. All records from right side matching record from left side. So the right join here 5 is there, but here 5 is not there. According to our definition, all records on right side, right? So it will take the 5 also, and there is no 5 and there is no salary for that 5. So it is a null. Okay, but the location is available for that 5. So it will bring it here. So the department also it will bring it here. Okay, is it clear, all of you? How the right join is performing?
Yes, yes, Imran.
Yeah, if it is not matching also, that output it will bring it. Okay, in right join, because all record from right side. So it won't miss any record from this side. If it is matching, it will bring. If else, also it will bring the right side data. Okay, so see for 5 there is no data. Even though the record is coming, but for the salary column, there is no salary, so it's bringing as a null. So go to the Power BI. I'll apply right join here. Click OK. So we are not support text columns. So what will happen? So and if you say select on setting option, it will take you back. So right join from all second matching this first. Okay, uncheck this. Okay, click OK. So you can split that table. This all columns I want. So I don't want this extra column because sorry, ID is already available. So why I need again it is. Okay, fine. Let it be. Now see here. This is right side table. This is left side table. Okay. See, left side, right side table, all records came. Correct. Right side table, all records came. The left side, if the data is not matching, also it's bringing to this table. But for this ID is null, for salary is null, even though this record is coming. Is matching to my data as it is. Correct.
Yes, 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 matching.
Is it clear, all of you?
Yes, yes, Imran.
Yeah, the same way I'll do pull outer join. Okay, merge queries. So I'll take employee table, location table. I'm going to apply join on this ID and this ID. So here full outer join. Okay, Matching data, non-matching data from both sides, guys. For example, if there is a 4 records are matching, non-matching is this record. Okay. If there is a 6, if there is a 6 500, that record also will add, because these two records are non-matching to each other, even though these records will come into the picture. Okay. Now I'm applying full outer join. Okay. Expand this table. Now, because why this data not came, guys? Why this data not came 6? Because I didn't save the I didn't save this file yet. Okay. I will save. Okay, I will save. I'll just refresh this table. Okay, I'll refresh this table. Now what you can see here, refresh preview is there, refresh all. The 6th record also I'll add here, because now newly added this record, right? Until unless you are not refreshing your application, it won't bring into the picture. So refresh preview, refresh all. See, 6th record came here. 6th record also added to my table. It's not matching both sides, but full outer join definition is matching records, non-matching records. So if you see here, so if you see here, for this record, there is no location and department. For this record,